Tate chose to challenge Kim Tate about what was written in her will in today's Emmerdale, but her reaction only made him more frustrated. Earlier this week, Graham Foster did some careful hacking and discovered Kim's will. Hoping to keep Joe firmly on his side, Graham encouraged him to go through the documents. Joe was furious when he found out that Kim plans for Lydia Dingle to inherit Home Farm after her death. He complained to Graham that the property is his rightful inheritance and promised to take action. To begin with, he tried to get closer to Lydia by unexpectedly increasing her pay for cleaning. After that, he set up a bank account under her name. While investigating further, Graham realized Joe intended to frame Lydia as if she had been stealing from Kim. Joe believed that if Kim thought the theft was real, she would remove Lydia from the will. But when Graham and Dawn Taylor stepped in and warned him to stop, pointing out Lydia wasn't the real issue, Joe was forced to rethink his plan. He then chose to be honest with Kim, admitting he had read the will and sharing his feelings about Lydia inheriting the property. Even though Joe explained that Home Farm is the only place that connects him to his family, Kim refused to reconsider. She said giving it to Lydia would avoid upsetting her son, Jamie Tate, and also prevent future complaints from Thomas and Millie when they grow older and realize they didn't inherit it. Kim understood that favoring Joe over the rest of the Tate family could cause serious conflict, so she chose Lydia and made sure her other relatives were provided for in different ways. Her explanation once again failed to satisfy Joe. Will he accept her decision? Or will he come up with another scheme to force Kim to change her will and possibly start a feud with Jamie? Emmerdale fans think Kerry pregnancy twist is sealed as they figure out the real father, and it's not Jai. Viewers are guessing that Kerry Wyatt might end up pregnant, but many have an unexpected idea about who the baby's father could be. A new fan theory suggests that Kerry Wyatt could soon be hit with a shocking pregnancy storyline. Kerry first arrived in the ITV soap in 2012 as Amy Wyatt's mother and quickly became a fan favourite. Over the years, she has been part of several big storylines. From her love life in the village to the heartbreaking loss of Amy last year, Kerry's life in the Dales has been full of drama. More recently, she married her close friend Eric Pollard in a marriage of convenience. They tied the knot to help Eric protect his money and secure financial support for his grandson, Jacob Gallagher. At the same time, Kerry has secretly been having an affair with her boss, Jai Sharma, which has so far gone unnoticed by the villagers. This week, however, Eric began to suspect something was wrong and became determined to find out the truth. When he returned home, he was shocked to find a bra and boxer shorts, while Kerry and Jai were heard laughing upstairs, leaving him devastated. Now, a new fan theory claims Kerry could be pregnant, but with a major twist, as fans believe Jai may not be the father. I think Kerry will end up pregnant. Does anyone else agree? One fan wrote on an Emmerdale Facebook page. Another replied, "It's a soap, so it's very possible. One secret night and boom." A third person added, "What if the baby isn't Jai's?" While another agreed, saying, "It might not be. She could be seeing someone else too." One more fan confidently stated, "Yes, she's definitely going to be pregnant." Speaking about Eric and Kerry's wedding last year, actress Laura said that despite Kerry being chaotic and messy, she is kind-hearted and values real friendships. She explained that Kerry is loyal and truly cares about the people she loves. When she first came to the village, Eric and Val had already taken in Amy and raised her well, giving her a happy life. Although they initially saw Kerry as trouble, they still welcomed her because of their love for Amy. Now that Amy is gone, Laura feels Kerry may be dealing with some guilt, but she genuinely cares for Eric. Kim builds a very surprising new connection over a drink in Emmerdale. I'd never say this to her directly, but Kim Tate could really benefit from having a few more friends in the village. She clearly has one close ally in Lydia Dingle. There's also Mary Goskirk, though since they haven't shared many scenes lately, it's hard to say if Mary is still that close to her. Kim could definitely use another friend. But when I looked ahead at what's coming up in Emmerdale, I certainly didn't expect her new companion to be Chas Dingle. Yes, in upcoming episodes, the head of the Tate family goes to the pub and ends up bonding with the head of the Dingle family. It feels completely strange, especially since they were arguing fiercely just the other day, and Ross Barton had to step in to break things up. Maybe Chas, played by Lucy Pargada, starts to view Kim differently. Or perhaps she's pretending to be friendly with Kim for some hidden reason. This unexpected friendship is even more shocking because the Tates and Dingles are currently in conflict. Things took a turn for the Dingles when Moira Dingle sold her share of Butler's farm to Kim. Joe Tate then delighted in telling the family that Robert Sugden and Aaron Dingle are now living in Moira's former home. This situation led Sam Dingle to suggest to Kane Dingle that they should start their own farm, one that would be far better than anything the Tates have. Kane, Sam, and Belle Dingle all appear to support the idea, which likely means Chas is in favour of it as well. With the whole family seemingly united on this plan, her actions start to feel even more surprising. So this brings up one big question. Why is Chas suddenly getting so friendly with Kim? Emmerdale favourite reveals a shocking escape plan as the fallout with Ray continues and serious consequences may follow. In tonight's episode, Dylan Penders made a risky decision that could land him in even deeper trouble. He and Paddy Dingle are both facing charges for perverting the course of justice after helping to cover up Beowulf's killing of Ray Walters. As they awaited their bail hearing, Mandy and Aaron searched for someone who could testify about Ray's behaviour, hoping to prove Bear acted in self-defence. Earlier, Arthur offered to speak to the police after his mother Laurel refused to lie, saying he was one of the last people to see Ray alive. When Dylan and Paddy returned to the village after their hearing was moved forward, concern grew as Mandy and Arthur were nowhere to be found. Laurel soon discovered Arthur was at the police station. There, Aaron and Mandy's plan was exposed, leaving Laurel furious. However, Arthur backed out at the last moment, admitting he couldn't lie. Back home, Paddy and Mandy argued over their next move. Paddy wanted to fight the charges, but Mandy feared the risks. Dylan walked in during the argument and quickly left again. Later, April called Dylan and found out he was leaving the village with a bag. He confessed he had sent a letter to the police, claiming he killed Ray to protect Paddy and Bear. Despite April begging him to stay, Dylan chose to leave, raising the question, how much trouble has he caused now? Emmerdale airs on weekdays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available to stream on ITVX.